Hey everybody, it's Drake here from Loosewire Productions, and welcome to Unaimed Games, the show where we play a completely random game and give you an in-depth look at it. And today we are playing Besiege. Now this is basically a medieval vehicle building game, is kind of the best way to put it. There's two main modes, there's the challenges and then there's the sandbox, and the rest of them are works in progress because it is only on version 0.25. So we have to take and start off with a challenge, and we'll probably go into sandbox mode, which is where I've spent most of my time in this game, which is not going to make me very well suited for these challenges, because in sandbox mode, you're basically just running around doing whatever you want, and there's no limits to how big your thing can be. So we're going to see how I do with this. That's really the question of the matter. So in these modes, you have to take and construct a vehicle that can complete whatever the challenge asks of you. Which in this one, it's asking to roll these two steel or iron ore boulders into this area. So we have to construct a vehicle that can do that. Now, as you can see, like I said, very medieval, wooden blocks, and it does not look like your average car will. And there's a lot of little things that can go on here. Like let's look at the weaponry, for instance. You got spiked balls and lances and cannons and flamethrowers. Not anything like what you'd see nowadays. And then there's also like the aviation, which I find, we'll just throw this on really quick to show my point, I find hilarious because that is actually a design from Da Vinci. That was Da Vinci's idea for a helicopter. So very cool, very neat. So let's get into the building process here, and let's see if we can build something that'll at least somewhat work for this challenge. Okay, so this is the design that I've come up with here. Now, some of you veteran Besiege builders will probably look at this and laugh. I know, it's not pretty looking, but there's thought behind it. Okay, so I've got the plow in the front to move the iron ore, and I couldn't really come up with a way that my design could probably go up a hill. So I added this piston here, and it's going to spring this cannon up so that the cannon can shoot the iron ore off the hill. So let's go ahead and try this bad boy out. I've got suspension, so I mean it's basically like a racing plow. So we'll get that one in. That one is easy. Don't roll out. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay. So this is going to be the tough part, is lining this cannon up. I think this cannon can move this boulder. I'm not actually 100% positive if it can. And so if it can't, I don't know, we're SOL, I guess, pretty much. Okay, so let's see if we're lined up here. Yeah, okay, so let's raise it and fire. Oh! It worked! Oh, boy! 35 minutes. Yeah, that's why I cut that, because that was a lot of time of me just goofing off. Holy crap. But we did it. We did it. So that gives you a pretty good idea of what the challenge modes are like, and there's a lot more in Ipsilon. There's even more in this other continent here, and all of these continents are soon to be added, as well as the moon. So that's going to give you a huge bang for your buck. Now, if you go into sandbox mode, this is where I find the game to be truly worthwhile. This is where I spend most of my time in this game, because it's just dumb fun. And if you guys know anything about me, it's that I love dumb fun. It is my reason to get out of bed in the morning. And you can honestly just do whatever you'd like in this mode. So let's make a quick little car here, and let's just drive around, because there's lots and lots of randomness in this mode. And in all honesty, this is probably the best reason to get Besiege, because there's not a ton to do. There's just not. Like, I mean, yes, there's a few challenge modes, but you'll beat them rather quickly. But this mode just doesn't really ever seem to get too old, and there's really not a point to it. And I always am kind of just a sucker for things there's not really a point to. Like, look at this little army here. Boom! Ha! And they will eventually destroy you. This is anti-grav. Whoa! Oh, see, we're falling apart. And I've spent a lot of time in this mode, obviously working a lot harder on my designs than this little thing. But definitely a good reason to check it out here. So now for the question on everyone's mind, does it support Steam Workshop? And the answer is yes, yes it does. In fact, it's probably one of the biggest selling features to this game. Besiege is a great game, but it lacks the content required to make it a solid pick. Steam Workshop essentially makes up for that. In fact, it's a lot of fun to get on here and try out other people's designs and to test them against your own and to steal some of their ideas and make your designs better. That's a lot of fun, but that's more of a testament to Steam than it is to Besiege. Now, I can't really give this game my stamp of approval because it's probably only about 4 or 5 hours worth of content without Workshop. With Workshop, it's about an endless amount of fun. You can find new things to do on here all the time. That all being said, I can tell you I have enjoyed all of my time with Besiege. And if it looks fun to you, I would definitely go and give it a try. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week.